All right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. And just before we begin, I'd like to thank this. Yeah, I'm pointing the right direction. Haha. This gentleman. This is Mr. Frostbite. He had some free time this evening. He's going to be joining us tonight. So thank you, good sir, for being here.
Thank you for having me up.
Oh, and yeah, the invite is always open to you, good sir. We're all about supporting one another in this community for sure. And I appreciate you being here. Your wealth of knowledge. You make great shorts, great videos, good stuff for people to learn from. You know, especially from the collecting side of the house. I'm pulling up my cheat sheet that has the links for everybody's channel, so that way it's easy for me to cut and paste into the chat. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where my
where are you? There you
chat
go.
window
There you go. Copy that, and then we'll periodically post it in the chat as the show goes on here.
Hold on.
There we go. Hope that's the right link. Let's find out. Now I'm going to overtask my machine. Yep, get you right there. Cool.
So let me turn that back off. Outstanding. Okay. And I got my chat up. How are you doing? Hey, kin of mine, how are you doing? Thank you for being in.
Yeah, let's roll through the chat here real quickie. Go. We got Black City Parks. Good evening. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you checking in. And Fan, what's up? Appreciate you being here. He's giving me him and one other person. I think was a kid of mine. Yeah, they I did a second short about the chief of security running into the rain. They didn't really appreciate that. Oh, but you know what? I tell you what, it's helping my channel. You know, in terms of like views and everything. Yeah, it's really starting to. And then, because, you know, it's like what? I mean, you know this because you do a lot of shorts. It just never dawned on me, right? You do like a, 10, 15-second short or something like that. But then if you can get like 10,000 views and stuff, you know, it's exponential, you know, and it gets your view count way up.
I don't ever get that many views. I'm still trying to find out why. I've increased my quality, I've increased stuff, but I'm still not getting that view rate. I'm still trying to search and figure out why that is, but yeah, that's definitely right. Shorts are the game to subs for sure.
Oh, well, my shorts have nothing to do with the channel. If this channel grows, it's because, well, I'll say this. I've gotten like, I want to say 7 new subscribers, and they, according to the analytics, they all came from my the Marty shorts.
Well, yeah, it'll definitely drive shorts. Where you get your watch time, though, is from your video content.
Oh yeah, but it still gives you watch time. So it's I guess that's the part I didn't I fell off.
So clarification on that. Yeah. So it'll give you watch time, but it doesn't count towards your normal hours. Shorts hours and video hours are totally disparate of each other. They do not fall in the same category.
Oh. Okay.
So you get watch time hours. When you look at your analytics, you look at your shorts hours. You deduct shorts hours from your overall hours, and that'll give you your video hours.
Ew.
It's not the same thing. I learned that. Coin Crew helped me with that, and I think Big Flip was the other one who told me that beware of that. You won't actually get credit for that shorts hour on your long content hour count.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Because
it definitely does.
The first Marty short where I tricked them to run into the rain, it overnight, you know, almost 7,000 views, you know, and I was just like, yes, you know, because you know I thought it'd help, you know, but I guess it doesn't. Well,
so anyway. It does help drive people to your channel.
Yeah,
right?
It does.
And that's
like I said,
where they're going to get information. So if you want to drive people to your channel, you're going to gain subscriptions.
I did. I got 7 subscribers.
Yeah. So that's good.
Shorts.
Right.
You know?
But your shorts, again, you're talking about somebody who's like this, flip, 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 flip.
Yeah.
They're not watching your long content.
Mm-mm.
Now, if you can get somebody who likes your shorts and they're like, I wonder what this channel's about, and they go look at your channel, then they start watching your video,
Yeah.
now you're going to start getting those hours.
Well, see that might, yeah, that's what I was thinking, because those 6, 7 subscribers, I haven't seen my subscriber count go down since I started doing Marty shorts. Marty
It's
shorts.
good.
So,
Oh.
but I tell you what, though, if I what is it, like 3 million to go monetize? If I hit 3 million views or whatever it is for monetization, I'm changing this from the Department of Numismatics to the Marty, the Chief of Security channel. We're just gonna. I ain't doing coins or
If
precious metals anymore. I'm gonna start doing dog
if you
content.
stumble on something like that, that's a gem, run with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you know, you make it kind of, it sounds kind of like clickbait because I'm using cute stuff about my dog, but I feel, look, you're getting entertained. Everybody loves dogs. So you're seeing some, funny anecdote about my dog, and like, just like you said, oh, hey, this guy talks about precious metals and stacking and coin collecting. Hey, so yeah, it's kind of clickbaitish, but at least I'm entertaining you with Marty. He's a lady killer.
Whatever works, man. Whatever works.
I know. Well, like, I'm not being deceptive or anything. I'm entertaining you with my dog.
Oh,
I mean,
I've done the cheese tax thing.
mhm.
It's amazing what, animals, people love animals.
Oh
And that's
yeah.
one thing I probably need to do more when I do my Saturday and Sunday morning streams is have the pup come up here and sit on my lap for a few minutes.
I need to get a better camera and move Marty's little, I got him a little bed he can sleep on the floor while we're in the living room, but set that up in here and have the Marty cam on, so if he decides to come in here and lay down or take a little nap, then you could have me off screen and you can go we'll have
And it'd be
because
like,
I'm sure
oh, so cute.
everybody would much rather look at Marty during the stream than me.
Oh no, I'd rather look at that 1957 coin or 1857 coin.
Oh, anyway, we digress. Hey, let me catch up with the chat here, and we got Wally's trained in coin collecting. Thank you for being here. We got Silver Frogman. Hey, hey, hey! Thanks for being here. And yeah, I still kiddo mine. She's in the chat. I don't know if you've been keeping up, but Tiny and we decided to have a little contest about who's going to make the best jingle for Kiddo Mine and Brown Sugar. Because if you watch his stream, whatever, when either one or both come up, he does a little jingle for he does Kiddo Mine, air guitar, and then he ends it with like a or something like that. So I'm like, okay. So I got to step up my game. Thing is, I keep saying it's like, okay, what's your time and actually do like content and all these little things you're talking about? It's just like, yeah. So anyway, so Kid of Mine, thanks for joining us this evening. And let's see what else we got. Scroll down. And hey, we got Mr. John Jacobs. Good evening. Hey, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, JJ?
Yeah, JJ, hope Coin Crew had a good show. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was tied up in here actually getting prepped for the show. I got a lot of neat stuff here that I wanted to show people and everything that I got. But we'll talk about that in just a second. And we have cooking. What? Cooking enema? Cooking enema? Enema? Or is that enema? I'm being
That is a hot topic.
Well, I hit the big 5-0 this year, so that means I got to get the
you and me both.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were 73, baby.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for joining us, cook, chef. I think that's what that's what I'll use. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Scroll down. I think we're caught up for right now. I think. I hope.
Kid of mine, you need to practice in front of a mirror, though.
Who, me or her?
You need to practice in front of the mirror. You got to get that right.
Let's see. JJ says, roasted coin crew will be fun. Roasted, what? Did I miss something? Roasted coin crew.
Well, I think they're talking about cooking instead of actually like the joke, like the old roast that we would know. He may be saying something different.
The what did they call them? The Friar Club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get like somebody, famous or whatever, and then all these comedians come in and they razzle hazzle and
Oh
then
man, I love
at
those.
the end, the get the guest of honor, he gets up and then he or she, they get up and then they razz up out of all the presenters. And I tell you what, they either get some good writers to write for them, or maybe they're a comedian themselves, and they just like they especially if they're a comedian, because they're all in that community, so they know about one another and everything, and they just
Oh
they
yeah,
light them
you
up.
remember the old Dean Martin roasts?
Oh yeah. Oh, those
Man,
were
those were fun
awesome.
to watch. Those were a
You know,
lot of fun to watch.
yeah. They did one with the guest was like John Wayne and Telly Savalas, and I think they even did Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan
Yeah.
was there. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. I don't know
Oh,
if
he's
these.
talking about Tuesday for Coin Crew's birthday.
Oh, okay. Wait, is it Keith's birthday, or is it just the
It's
birthday of
Keith's
the
birthday,
channel?
yeah. Keith's
Oh, it's
birthday
Keith.
is the 22nd. That's why he's always talking about 22, 22, 22.
Okay. Oh, sorry, folks. I needed a little hydration there. Oh, I did. Oh, okay. I'm behind, man. I am so behind. Like watching your videos, watching Stormies, even Polybucks, and I feel so bad because these channels I support that and I enjoy their content. I make good content. You know, you and Mr. MJ Boudreaux, I love his videos. God, he makes good, fun, clean videos. I mean, every now and then whatever coin or whatever he has, for the content, he picks just the right song. It was a couple of videos he did, and he had like he found. I think he went to like YouTube Audio, so you can use the free music
Mhm.
without the loyalty hit, and he found like some good guitar riff, 80s hairspray rock band kind of stuff, and I'm just like jamming out. And I feel bad because I'm behind on his videos too, and stacking investment and
It's so hard. There's so much going on that, it's hard to keep up with everybody, and there's a lot of people putting out a lot of good content, and it's hard to really manage that,
it
so
is, it is, and actually that's one of the things we were gonna try to talk about later in the show. Is Silver Wolverine reached out to me today and talked about this Halo
Mhm.
thing on the proof peace dollar. He's going to try to show up towards the end of the show, and so I'm going to save that segment till then, and he can come up, and we can all have a discussion. And I have a graded one, and then I have one in the raw, but we'll talk about it then, and stuff. And I pinned the link to the video that he posted about this Halo ring. That's why I'm calling it Halo. And I'm sure Microsoft is going to come after me for that, but whatever.
Yeah.
uh, but it's towards like the end of the video. He like did like a second segment. He spliced it in there. It's like, oh, and he shows the Halo ring on one of the peace dollars he got. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know how does that play out, in the errors, or in terms of grading. Is NGC and PCGS, are they going to recognize that, or you know
Well, so it depends on why it's there. So, as you're aware, there's 3 types of errors: PDS, right? Planchet, die, and strike.
Mhm.
So it depends on if it could be a planchet issue. It could be a dye issue. I'm not really sure. I think it's probably have to either happen on the planchet or
Mhm.
with a strike.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how they would classify it. That I'm actually not. I'm not sure about yet. Um, but I'm thinking that if they classify it as an error,
Mhm.
it would most likely end up being a planchet error.
Mm.
Because it's well, not a planchet error. Excuse me, a strike error. Because the strike is good. It's just seems like it's kind of pushed out around that outer edge.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so I'm not sure yet. A good person to ask, obviously good people to ask would be like Livecoin Q&A. Coin Help You would probably have something on this. I'm sure that they'll have videos out on this very soon. Um, as soon as I get word, I'll be putting something out, but I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's only just a recent discovery. I mean, like SW, he just posted that video only just like, oh, what's today, Sunday? Like, just like what, 2 days ago, 3 days ago? So it was just like literally, like he got the coins that morning and then made the video and posted it that afternoon or something to that
So
effect.
I've heard of 3 or 4 different styles of errors. One person sent one back that I really wish they would have did the video before they sent it back. You only have 7 days. So from the time that you receive it to the time that you can send it back is only 7
Oh,
days. You
oh, for
only
like a
have 7
refund or whatever.
after that 7 days, it's a no-go. But
Uh,
there were, like, laminations, like, there was actually, like, a hole in
mhm.
one of them,
Yeah.
which is, seriously planchet error. Um, and then there have been some strike through. There's been some that have scratches on them, like actual scratches on them.
Oh,
Uh,
oh my.
so I've heard quite a few issues with some of them. I've heard more issues though with the Morgan dollar. Um, I'm not happy with this. This is probably not a coin that will stay in my stack.
Wait,
Than the peace dollar,
the burnish or the S proof?
the S proof.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not happy with it. It's not the
Hmm.
quality of the coin. The strike it's just it looks like a
Hmm.
Sunshine Mint coin.
No.
Okay, and I'm not being ignorant to Sunshine Mint.
No.
It just it looks the same. There's nothing there about it that intrigues me. It's not a good looking coin. I
Wait,
think that if they would have done done these on 90% planchets,
yeah.
it would have gave it a more coin look, like a real true coin feel than jacking
Hmm.
around with the triple nines.
Yeah.
Um, I know Big Flip says the same thing. My comment to Big Flip in the conversation that we had the other day on it was that it doesn't look authentic. It doesn't look like an authentic Morgan. It looks like a Sunshine Mint round.
Hmm.
It doesn't
Well,
look that good. I'm just not
maybe
very
oh
pleased with
say,
it.
oh because it's 999 fine, so it's soft. Compared to like a 90%. At least it's got a little bit of what copper in it to give it a little bit of rigidity. So,
Well, yeah, it holds the strike better, but there's something. I mean, if you look at
but
uh,
these things are not uh, the thickness of them. Are they are they thinner or thicker compared to just a regular ASC?
um, I don't know. Let me look and see. Let's plot this out.
It
Uh,
should be about the same or something, right? Because this supposed to be, it's 999, so it's supposed to be 1 ounce, right? Yep, 999. Oh no! These are 0.859 troy ounces, so it's not quite a full ounce. Yeah, so point, what was that? Point one, 0.85, so round it up, 0.86. So you're missing
so is
what?
this 90? Are these 90% silver?
Hmm? No,
Okay,
these are 99%,
99. Yeah, so they're not
but
quite an
the
ounce though.
weight is only 0.59 ounces.
Yeah, so it means it's going to be.
According to the COA.
Yeah, I'd have to
So
look. I don't know what I don't off the top of my head. I don't know what the dimensions are
yeah.
for
I was hoping it'd be on here.
Well, no, I'm talking about like thickness and diameter.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because that would tell you, I think the silver eagles are bigger in
Yeah.
diameter.
Yeah, they are.
Um,
They
they're
are. Well, you see,
obviously
but that
heavier
kind of
too.
explains it
So
though. I think, yeah, because they're a full ounce. So you got a little bit more material in there. And they're so slightly larger diameter. And I would argue probably slightly thicker compared to these Morgans and Peace. So, you
the
know,
the one thing that gets me done is that they say if you want to keep these coins nice, you need to keep them in a cool, dry place.
mhm.
I have no idea what alcohol has to do with a coin.
Oh, I need my stream deck. Ba-dum dum.
Oh,
I,
but
I knew where you're going with that.
they are at my house, so they're in a cool place, you know. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Mine, mine are with my other precious metals, and I think
well, these
everybody.
are here just because they came in on was it Thursday or Friday? Um, and I
Yeah,
knew there were going to be discussions this weekend, so I kind of kept these handy. Um, I store most of my stuff offsite.
yeah. Actually, the S proofs I got. I got the Morgan first, but I didn't open it until I got the piece. And then I opened them up and I looked down. Oh yeah, okay. You know, I just kind of opened up, make sure I didn't see any like scratches or any physical damage. I didn't really put it on under a microscope or anything like that. I just wanted to make sure everything was intact, and they were. And then I just put them aside over here. And then that's when and then up stuff. Silver Wolverine reached out this morning. He's like, hey, you know, you know about this ghosting thing on the. I was like on the peace proof, and I was like, nope. So I went and watched his video. I was like, oh, and he's the one, the thumbnail for this tonight's live stream. That background picture is actually from Silver Wolverine. So that's why I put in the caption on the thumbnail, background provided by. So he's got credit. So he can't, go on me.
Well, I mean, the thing is
SW.
that it's like the comedians telling a joke. They don't care
Yeah.
if you tell their joke; they just want you to know that you give them
Yeah,
credit.
exactly. Yeah.
They'll be fine with it. I watched the video just before I came up because you have it pinned. For those of you who haven't watched it, it is pinned at the top of Don's chat. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Go
if you're
watch
on a
that
phone, wait
after the stream. Yeah.
afterwards. If you're
Yeah.
on a computer, click on it, then pause it, and you can watch it.
Yeah.
Um, it is good. My thing is when he rotated it, you can see that it's basically through the bottom. I didn't see it up higher in the coin, but I
Mhm.
definitely seen it in the bottom of the coin.
Yeah.
Basically from the date to "In God We Trust."
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it makes me wonder how that could have occurred. But
Yeah,
well,
real
JJ,
quick.
he actually JJ said that Big Flip opened 5 peace dollars and 3 capsules were loose in package. There's there were quite a bit of them,
Oh,
and
yeah.
in both that if you shook them, they rattled.
Ugh,
Like neither one of mine rattled, but he shook a number of them and they actually rattled. Now this time,
no,
because he
mine.
opened quite a few of them,
Mhm.
he did a number of videos. We were talking to him during a live stream, and he was recording the videos from the live stream.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of them where, I mean, he'd pick it up and it would shake, like the coin
Mhm.
would rattle inside the holder.
Mm.
Um, but what he didn't come across this time is what happened when he did the 2001s, which was when he would open them up, they would actually be out of their capsules.
Yep.
Like,
Especially the Denvers.
yep. And he didn't run into any of that. He did find some quality control issues on some of the coins. He's sending majority of those back. The ones that were near perfect, he's going to send those off for grading and stuff. But
Yeah. Hey, real quick, what are the possibilities? Good evening. Thanks for joining us. He says, could these different issues with the Morgan be some sort of VAM in the new series? Uh, Frostbite, can you help?
so, my personal opinion, the answer is no.
Okay.
Um, And the reason is let me pull this up real quick. And I'll read this because this is something that I've saved.
Yeah. Hold on real quick. Stand by.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your Indiana Who's your stacker? What's up,
Going
brother?
on, Hoosier?
Yeah, what's going on? He had the next to the last round of bingo last night, and I guess this coming Saturday will be the final bingo for the season. And from my understanding, he did get renewed by Netflix, so there will be a new season of Hoosier Stacker Bingo. So check your local listings and for the time and date when the next season starts. And well, go ahead, pick up where you're at, Frostbite. So I want to put Hoosier's link in the chat. If you,
Yeah, no worries. So, what are the possibilities? Said could these be issues with Morgan and some sort of VAMs in the new series? So, for those of you who aren't aware, and I want to read this like this, it comes across exactly as it is. So, a VAM comes from the people who wrote the encyclopedia on Morgan and Peace dollar identification and dye varieties. That was Leroy C. Van Allen and George Mallis. Van Allen Mallis is where they came up with VAM. So the reason that they call them VAMs is because they are the ones that actually identified these. So will they be classified as a VAM? Probably not, because they're not in this encyclopedia. Now, could they be tied to it? Maybe, but I don't think they'll get that classification VAM. I don't think that they will get that.
yeah. So, hey, Hoosiers' last series season finale bingo is this coming Saturday, the 26th at 6 p.m. I'm assuming Eastern on Hoosier Stackers channel, and kid of mine beat me to it. Put the link into his channel. So please, if you haven't, show Hoosiers some love and support. Good channel, good man. You know, hey, Hoosier, if you got the link, you want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to. So we can plug your.
Hoosier's another person I haven't been able to keep up with. So much stuff going on. Oops, just pulled my chair showed up in the background.
Yeah, I was in his. I wasn't really playing bingo last night. I kind of had him up on the stream and kind of chat in here and there, and making my traditional "that's what she said" jokes. When they pop up. Because I was working to get some other things, I'm trying to tidy up the YouTube studio. I actually, okay, right there, I actually got a replacement neon sign, so I need to take. It finally came in, so I need to take that down, and yeah, right there, and put up the new one. And I changed the color configuration on it, so it's bigger lettering, and it's really good. I picked, like, what do you call it, primary colors. So that way, when you see the dawn and then on air, it is like two obviously opposing, primary colors. So it'll definitely stand out, because
That's cool.
Before I had orange for the dawn and red for on air. And the reason I use orange is when you for engineering students, when we graduate, and the walk and the gown and all that stuff, that sash thingy, whatever you put around your neck.
Stole.
Well, stole. Thank you. For engineering students, they use orange, like road cones. So that's what being an engineer, just kind of going along with the whole orange thing. But with that sign, the red and the orange kind of blended. So I picked different colors. So hopefully they will completely, I won't have the orange. There's no orange. Anyway, so hopefully I'll get that up later this week.
Cool.
Anyway, but yeah, he's again Hoosiers last bingo for the season. So be sure to dial in and just show up and have fun. It's great fun. He's got good people in there. And what I was also leading to as well is this year a lot of his content is about stacking stuff that's not necessarily precious metals. Because the way, okay, and without going too far into it, and this, and actually, I'm kind of thinking maybe maybe do a little segment of my own and kind of tie in with what Hoosier's been talking about. But basic basic preps, and for me, okay, I am not those extreme, guys out there. I'm talking for me, it's I look at it for like 2 weeks to a month. And what I mean by those preps, and we're talking about, do you have enough food in your pantry,
Yeah.
non-perishable food in your pantry? Do you have means to prepare that food if you lose power and stuff like that? Do you have the means to create, and generate power if you need it? You know, do you have all the, do you have medical supplies? Do you have enough medication for you? And in my case, I got to make sure I have supplies for that guy. Where'd he go? you know, my four-legged son. I got to make sure I have supplies for him and his medication, and because he eats prescription dog food, so I got to make sure I always got an extra bag or two, stashed away, because during the lockdown, um, hit the I guess the manufacturer, or whatever, they actually ran out on his specific prescription dog food, and I was scared to switch to another one only because he has a very sensitive stomach, and you just arbitrarily just switch from one. Yeah, it'd be a mess. But thankfully,
Right.
as I was getting towards the end of the bag, they finally, oh, we got him in. So I immediately went online and rushed a bag to the house. So now I make sure that the auto ship. I shorten the date so that I get more the bag sooner. So at least now I'm like a one bag ahead. I want to go ahead and on payday, I just got paid. I want to immediately buy another bag. That way I'm 2 bags ahead for him. So anyway, so it's short story long. He's talking about these preps, and why I say 2 weeks to 30 days for me is I'm looking at it from my experience back in April 2011. What happened in this area of Alabama, we had a really bad uh, thunderstorm with multiple tornadoes in April 2011. There was unfortunate, there was deaths, um, and it knocked out power for most of North Alabama for 2 weeks. So that was a waking call for me because I mean, I didn't have Marty at the time, but it was definitely like, oh, you know. But the silver lining to it is I got to meet some of my neighbors, and we all helped out each other. So some good came out of that. So we look out for each other here and there, and but yeah, like I said, the guys take it extreme. Not me. I'm more of a natural disaster. Like I said, a hurricane, you lose
That's where I
power,
am. Yeah.
or
Make sure you have
tornado.
batteries, canned food,
Hmm.
stored water.
Yep.
Yeah. Make sure you have toiletries, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Keep toilet paper for a month.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. One final thing I wanted to say about that, and then we'll move on. Hoosier actually made a very good point. You have your pantry, kind of stocked up, for example. Well, you may run into a situation where it isn't necessarily like a natural disaster. What happens if you lose your job?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
You should
what happens if you lose
always
your job?
have.
All that income source goes away. You gonna be able to make next month's rent or mortgage payment. You know, uh, so you're gonna have to figure out. A lot. 2016 survey done by I think J.P. Morgan asked. I forgot the sample size. How many? The question it was how many Americans have at least $1,000 in their savings account that they can immediately access, and the percentage was it was about like somewhere between 30 to 40% of Americans do not have at least $1,000 in their savings account. That was 2016, and then in 2018, there was another Chase Bank or somebody else. It wasn't J.P. Morgan, but they dropped it from 1,000 to 500, and believe it, and unfortunately, that percentage actually went up to almost 60% of Americans did not even have $500 in their savings account. Okay,
Yeah, that's scary. That's
that's
Dave
scary.
Ramsey's, whether you agree with him or not. That's his primary tenet. You need to have $1,000 to $2,000 into your quick access. You have to have an emergency fund,
Yeah, you do.
and it needs to be something that you set aside that you do not dip into.
Mm,
And
yeah,
I've
we're not
done
going to
that
get
a
into the
number of
whole
years.
banking debate. That's not about this. Is just you need emergency fund, and I would also last thing is have some cash, physical cash here at hand at home in a secure place, because if you lose power, you can't use your debit card or your credit card, can you? So
Well, unless they
okay,
go back to the old one,
right.
the triplicate, right? Everybody in the triplicate, that
I
what do they
wonder.
call that? Pressure paper.
Oh yeah, it's got the ink sheets in between.
Yep.
I bet you could find those little card slide thingies. Probably find them on eBay. I'm sure somebody out there collects those.
You can use one of these, just a regular pen. Not the one that has the handles on it, but a regular flat pen, and you can lay the pressure over and just rub over it with a pen, and it does the same thing. I used to work retail, so there's a number of ways you can use those. That's why it's really, really easy to steal somebody's credit card. That's why they go with the unembossed ones.
Hmm. Yeah, because then nobody can do like a little sketch,
Yep.
a rubbing
Yep.
of it anymore. Now it's all flat. So anyway, hey, let me bring them up, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's up?
What's going
What
on,
up,
SW? How
Silver
you doing?
Wolverine?
Who else we have up here? I just got done mowing the lawn, so
Yeah,
how you
well,
doing?
appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you being here, bro. Yeah, yeah.
What did I miss?
Oh, we actually
Chit-chat.
not. No, well, actually, we were kind of building up to you. We were actually pretty much talking about the what was the first set? Burnished, Morgan Peace, and then we started rolling into the S proof a little bit. And
Yeah.
Frostbite and I, we were talking about the ones we got, and I was actually pulling it up, looking at it here on camera and things like that. And then and then Hoosier came on, and we got distracted.
Oh. So
So anyway,
So-
so hey, thank you for being here. I know you're busy today. I really appreciate it. You coming up, and in the link, folks, or in the chat, I pinned the link to the video where SW, so Wolverines, talked about the halo on the
dude,
S
dude, do you have
But do me all a favor, please watch that after the show. I need the watch hours.
do you have a way to show the picture that I sent to you on the screen here?
Yeah, let me just give me a moment. Talk among yourselves. Let me
Yeah.
get to it real quick.
Okay. And I was also wondering if you had any of that issue on either of your peace dollars.
Not that I can tell.
So
but
I did
I
not
have-
on
I have
mine.
I have my
I looked
microscope.
at the information, and I do not have it.
How you doing, John Jacobs? And Hoosier.
Okay, let me
Yo fan.
no,
Kiddo mine.
where's the ad screen? Setting.
And yeah, so I mean, anyway, it seems like the 2023 peace dollars, a lot of people are reporting that they're having that same kind of problem that I have on mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just checking PCG, well, yeah, NGC and PCGS. They're not reporting many
Oh, there you go. Okay.
much of,
That's right.
yeah. NGC is not reporting much of anything
Make
for
that
the
big.
proof, except for what the dealers probably have graded. But right now, for the uncirculated, it's looking like 69s are just pouring in. So if you can see on here, if you can put your cursor up there along that white like line, so it goes all the way from like the in the date 2023 from the two or the second two anyway, all the way past the three, all the way up until like the S of the word trust. And I think a lot of people are starting to see that on their proof peace dollars. And what I'm wondering is because somebody said that they were watching one of those television coin shows, if you know what I'm talking about, and
Yeah.
they have some proof 70s, and they thought they might have seen that on a proof 70. So not sure, but that's why I was wondering, since you're the only one I know who has a proof 70 in hand,
Mhm.
if you might have that on yours or not, because if not, I may go out and buy a proof 70.
Let me see. Okay, here's my microscope, and then this is the raw. So I'll probably have to do this manually here. Okay, so that's the focus. So I think the raw one I got is okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What do you think? Probably not doing a very good job here.
Can you turn it around the other way?
No.
Yeah, I don't see it on there. So it looks like that might be
Yeah, I
good.
mean that's I'm sure that's the. Let me turn down the light a little bit. I'm sure that's just the reflection off of the capsule.
Yeah, no, one thing, and that's exactly what I was about to say. The one thing people got to be careful with is depending upon your light, you will see some reflection, especially
Yeah, I
in
think
these
this is just
cameos.
reflection off my
So it's not the same thing. The thing that he was showing before, you're not looking at the reflection. This is actually a ring that's on
Yeah.
that coin.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I have two peace dollars, and they're both exactly the same. And other people are saying the same thing. Now, I'm not exactly sure about the process after the coin struck. I've heard that there's some kind of a suction that they
Oh,
take
see,
that out of there with.
right
This
there.
this is my graded one.
Oh, do you have it?
Yeah,
if-
this is what's on screen now is my graded one.
You see the
yeah.
ring?
Yeah,
Let me
it
try.
does look like it might be on there.
Yep.
Let me try to get the.
So I'm wondering if that is.
Can you? Is that it? Is that it?
You can see that pretty clearly.
SW,
Yeah.
is that it?
So
Yeah,
do me a
it
favor.
looks like that is on there.
Turn
Oh,
that
this is my.
turn that coin 90 degrees.
Okay, which way? This way? This 90 degrees?
Yep. And then go
Okay.
back. And then shift that light. It's all the way around that. That ring is there on that coin.
Oh wow! Look at that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I try to back the light up. Maybe I don't know. Yeah.
Well, the reason I had you rotate it is if it's a reflection.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me turn the light down a little bit more.
If it's a
That helps.
reflection issue,
Oh wow!
it would shift.
Can you see it?
Yep. And it doesn't shift.
Look at that. It even looks like it starts right here. It looks like it's going. Is that going all the way around? Or is
Looks
that
like
just?
it. Yeah, it looks like it.
But it's definitely pronounced down here. Oh, I'm sorry.
So now this is on your graded one?
This is the graded one.
70.
Proof 70.
Proof 70. First day of issue, NGC. Yeah, look at that. Right there. I hope I'm not making
Interesting.
anybody dizzy. I'm sorry. But yeah.
No, it's not that bad on the end.
Yeah. But that's it, isn't it? Right there.
Yeah. Now, if you pick that up and look at it just with your eye, and if you kind of try to angle it, you should be able to see that with your naked eye as well, because that's how I noticed mine. But you have to kind of tilt it, because if you just look at it straight on, you may not see it. You kind of have to angle it a little bit, and you should be able to see that without the scope.
So my question is if we have a bunch of coins that don't have that,
Yeah, because I was gonna send both of mine back, but if all the graded ones are gonna have it too, then I may not.
Okay, I gotta cheat and pull my glasses down so I can see. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Yep. If you angle it just right, it looks like it starts from the first 0 in 2023,
Yeah,
cuts through the middle of 2 and 3, and then goes all the way up and it ends where the
where
was it
trust is.
ST and trust?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's
Yeah.
exactly, so it seems
Holy
like, that may be on all of them then.
so
Or
I'm
on,
wondering
wow.
if it's a design element of the deep cameo.
Wow. There it is.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you're looking at the really deep cameo.
Yeah, first day of issue. But I mean, you're probably not gonna be able to see it on this screen.
Interesting.
Yeah, see, it's graded.
Interesting.
Wow. I was not expecting that. That's a surprise. So
yeah,
what does
because
that
what
mean?
happened?
What
Yeah,
does that
because
mean?
what happened was I emailed Gen X because you and him are the only ones I know who has proof
It does
70s,
this.
and yeah, but he said he doesn't have his yet. So
Yeah, because he gets the piece of GS stuff. Yeah. that's crazy.
Whose is your graded through? Is it NGC or is it?
Mine's NGC. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me cheat. Let me see if I can see it on the regular raw one I have. Because I was able to I was able to dial it in on that. No, my raw is fine.
huh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, and I don't see it on mine.
Uh,
And I pulled it up on the scope and
yeah.
Stacking Investments is in there. I'm wondering if he got any of the proof Morgan's as well, if he has that on his.
Sorry guys. I hope I apologize if I'm making anybody dizzy, but I don't see it. It is not, if it's there, it is not pronounced like it is on my graded one. Yeah. Yeah. It's not there. Right there. Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing there. That's just reflection off of the
now see,
capsule.
no, hold on. Okay, so go very slowly because this is what I'm talking about. Okay. You see, go down a little bit, hold it right, go down a little bit more, hold it right there. Okay, you can see when you push that because the high relief that when it goes up into the rim, there's that kind of curved set where it actually builds back up to the rim. It's because it sits a little deeper and that relief sits a little bit higher. I'm wondering if that ring is just a more pronounced set. So like it's the die sat a little bit harder on the planchet. And so it actually pushed the metal out to where it's more of a like a ramp instead of that smooth plane. So you don't see it in the smooth plane, whereas you might if it's a little bit solid, more sturdy strike.
Stacking Investments. So what you're looking for is John, if you can put that picture up there that I had on there real quick one more time. So what you're looking for is like almost, I don't want to call it a milk spot, but it's not. But I mean, it almost looks like that. It's like a white ring or a white line going through the date of the proof peace dollar. So if you look at the date 2023,
pull that
going
back
from
up,
the 2 and the 3 all the way up into the word trust.
Stream.
right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So right there, if you look at it just head on, you may not see it. You kind of have to tilt it a little bit. But a lot of these proof peace dollars are getting that like little white ring going through the date like that. And it's not real noticeable because when I first did my unboxing of that coin, I didn't see it. It wasn't until I took a second look the next day and I was looking at it, I'm like, well, what's this? So I took the top part of the capsule off, which, by the way, usually to get those United States Mint capsules apart, it's pretty tough. Those two are pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was definitely on there. So then I cut half of like 3 or 4 minutes of the end of my video off so I could cut that in so that I could show that on it.
Hey, it's Stacking. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. You just
Hey, John Shank, how are you doing?
just arrived. Let me bring up my microscope again, and maybe this will help. This is my graded coin, the one I pre-bought.
Yeah, and I'm not sure Stacking Investments was in here during that time, but a Proof 70 also has that on there. So that's interesting.
Yeah, can you guys see it there? Let me make it big. Hold on a sec. Make sure I don't accidentally.
Yeah, my thought is going to be that because it's the high relief. Yeah, there you go. You can see that very clearly.
Yeah, is that coming through, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me try to put it. Try to press it against something.
Zoom your scope out just a little bit.
It's zoomed out as far as I can get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a good shot right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that very, very clearly.
Turn down the light a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Oh.
So I'm wondering, a couple of things I'm wondering is if the average person was to send that to NGC, if they would have got a 70 on that, or if it just got a 70 because of who sent that in.
Well, I ain't going there. I ain't even going to speculate because I think you guys know what I would say.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Right there from the 3 to the trust.
Oh, if you rotate that, you'll see it goes all the way around. It's quite clear. Yeah, go to the back of Lady Liberty's head.
This way?
Yep, go up a little higher. And then rotate that coin a little bit and you'll start to see where it. You'll have to tilt the coin. I think you need to go put that other light back. It was better when you had your good light on.
Oh, you have to go full power.
Yeah. So now go ahead and
there you go.
So you can see that like really clear there.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm wondering if this isn't.
How's that?
Yeah. I'm wondering this isn't just a artifact of the light through the deep cameo off the rim because of the way the strike is. Because if you look at the field itself is fine. I think that this is actually going to end up being artifacting of light because you don't see any physical damage or physical issue on the field of the coin where this is. You don't see anything through the date. You don't see anything through trust. It's only in the reflective field. And I'm wondering if it's not going to end up being just kind of an artifact of light.
That is crazy. So I have this, what is it called? Artifact, error, who knows? It's on my graded coin, but it's not on my raw.
See you later, Hoosier. Take care. Have a good night.
Thanks, Hoosier. Thanks for being here. I think that's wild. That's crazy. You know, I mean, if they do decide to call this something, do I send this back in so I can get that BAM or whatever added to the label? I mean, that's just crazy. You know?
Well, being NGC,
Yeah.
when they talk about error, PCGS and NGC
Yeah.
have to have a very, very specific variety in order for it to be labeled.
I think it also has to be in the cherry picker's guide, doesn't it?
As
Yeah.
well, not
It
just in the
does, I
cherry
believe.
picker's guide, it's got to be like one of the top 100 VAMs, or there's a very specific subset of things that they'll classify. Outside of that subset, doesn't matter if it's on the list or not. If it's
Hmm.
out of that subset that's approved, then they won't even put it on the label. So, um, but yeah, you can. I mean, see it, where that coin is at right now, you can see that quite clearly. But I'm going to reach out on a limb and say that it's a reflective property of that deep cameo, and because that deep cameo set in kind of
Mm.
deeper than a normal coin would, you're going to have that higher rim next to that relief. And
That's
I
what
think,
Stacking Investments is saying the same thing. He says to him it looks like a reflection of the high rim
yeah, yeah.
um,
I'll lay
into the
wager that's
reflective
about what it's
field.
going to come across as. Yeah, and that's why those would be able to be graded. Now, here's the thing: we may not see it on our coin
Uh,
because it doesn't have as deep of a strike,
Hmm.
so that rim may not be as high. And that may be one of the factors that prevents the MS-70.
huh.
So, hey, SW, this is up your alley. So these graded coins,
Yeah.
pre-sale, whatever, these are from the what? First batch that the mint makes, and then the.
Well, whoever you bought it from, and that's not really important, but
Mhm.
I'm assuming whoever you bought it from is ABPP dealer or you know authorized bulk purchase program, one of the bigger dealers, and
Okay.
they send them in prior to the general release of the coins. So they get the coins before everybody else does. They pay a little bit of a higher price. I think it's like 5% premium.
Hmm.
And then they have to have somebody pick it up from the fulfillment center in Memphis, Tennessee, or wherever. And
They have to.
but they
They have to. They have to like literally hand carry it. In my case, to NGC from, uh, I guess, the distribution center in order for me to
well
get first day of issue, right?
I don't think they have to hand carry them,
No, no.
but they
Oh,
have to have it there sealed in the sealed box by a certain date. And then if they want to
Yeah,
get the
that's
advance
correct.
release, they have to have the coins to the grading companies before the general release. I believe that's how it works.
okay.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Yeah.
So
It,
I want to go back to real quick. If you'll pull up the comment that it was done by John Shank, is it a reflection of the cap? The answer is no. And the way that I can verify that is we're looking at a slabbed sheet from the one that Don has. Okay, so when
yeah.
you're looking at the top of the slab, there's no cap there.
No,
And
this is
so
this,
there
this is a
cannot,
slab.
yeah,
This is a
it
slab.
cannot
It
be
is.
a cap reflection. There's no way, because in that slab, there's no cap. It's a solid piece of plastic all the way across the top. So it's definitely not that. It's going to be, and one of the questions from Yote fan is, why don't we all have it? My hunch, okay, is going to be that when you look at the variety, when you look at the stamping, the striking of the coin, it may not sit as deep into the planchet. And because of that, that field rim isn't as high. And because it's not as high, the reflective property may not show in as deep. It may be right against the coin. So what you'll see is, if you go back, so Don, do me a favor, go pull up your other coin and I'll explain why.
Okay.
So if you look at this particular set, so you look at the way that coin is struck. So I want you to tilt that just a little bit. Okay, yeah, try to get it right there. Okay, you see how it looks like it kind of dips to that lower area and then kind of flattens out. I think that dip is a slightly smaller or shorter rim. And so what's happening is, instead of it having a solid reflection inside that field area, what you see is you see a reflection that looks like a slanted area into the coin. So because if you look at where the light is, the bending of the light, it's about the point where the other rim was. Right, so stop right there. Don't move. Oh no, right there. If you look at the area between the little slope of light under trust and that number, you'll see that kind of it's a hazy line, right? It's about the same thickness as that line would be, but it's just kind of between that spot that you would see on silver wolverines and the rim. And so I think it's a shorter rim. I don't think it's as tall. And so you're not getting that reflection into the field itself. It's actually just kind of glancing. So you get a slight lightening of that area, but you don't get that pronounced rim around that pronounced
Oh, so there's
around the
more.
outside.
There, well, I'm going to call it a wall. So somehow when they minted those, the height of the rim and that surface area that's facing inward towards the coin is taller than what this raw one is, and that's what you're saying is since you got more surface area, then your argument is that you're going to get light reflecting back. It's going to make that
Right.
halo more pronounced.
Yeah. So
Now-
John Shank says he thinks he sees some ripples in the metal in the same spot. And that's not necessarily going to be ripples in the metal. But I think when you're looking at the qualities for an MS70 or a Proof 70, right? You want those really solid, deep reflective fields. And when you're looking at that rim, so if you were to look, and there's a lot of details that I can't see, and there's some specifics, I may speak slightly wrong on this. But okay, so go back, stop right. Oh man, it's so close. It's such a narrow window.
If you
Go ahead,
if you
Silver
stop,
Wolverine.
yeah, if you stop for a second, so this is a raw coin, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
I think I may see the problem. So I think this one, now correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm looking at this wrong, but I think this one, if you look more to where the word trust is at the rim, this coin has finning on that side of the coin. And as you go towards the left, the coin gets thicker. So this coin has finning starting where the 3 is, going to the right.
Oh,
So it's a
yeah.
slightly off center strike.
I'm sorry, I'm about ready to cough. Excuse me, folks. I'm sorry.
Is that what you're talking about, Silver Wolverine?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like it's off. So it's off center strike. It's much thinner, which they call finning with an F. But it's much. The rim is much more thinner on the right side of the coin than it is like near the 2 going towards the left.
So if that's the case, then do me a favor, scoot over towards In God We and rotate the coin to where you're about at Liberty's forehead.
Actually, it looks like it's getting thinner that way too. It looks like it's much thicker right under the 2, and then it's getting thinner as you're going that way too. Unless my eyes are just looking at it wrong.
It looks like there's a thick area in the planchet right at the bottom of this coin.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Because look at how thin it is up top.
Oh, look how thin it is here.
Yeah.
Can you see? I'll slow down. We're right there. Yeah, right here. We're burnt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody keeps talking about the United States Mint, is that they're very common for the off center striking, and this coin is major off center striking.
Yeah, and if you have a really good center strike, it would make sense why the halo effect would be there. Because now you're getting that good solid reflective reflective lens off
Hey,
of that
let me
rim all the way around.
let me put the graded one back up here. Are we seeing the same thing here? Hold on, let me try to.
No, it's pretty uniform.
Okay, that looks pretty uniform there, right?
Yep.
Okay, let me flip it around to the Liberty side. Let's see. What do you think?
Yeah, that's pretty
there?
uniform.
Okay, yeah,
Maybe a little bit in the upper, like the 11 10, 11 o'clock realm. It might be slightly thinner, but that's pretty uniform all the way around.
Yeah.
So that may be where you're seeing that, like you pointed out about the thicker rim. The thicker rim is thicker because it's on center strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's
Yeah.
that's very true. Yeah.
Hey, what's that? Hold on. Is that more of the same thing there from
Yep, I see it there.
RTY?
RTY.
right there? RTY? SW?
Yep,
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
it in the
Or
RTY.
is that just me?
Nope,
No,
it's there in
I
the
think it
RTY.
is. I think
it's
that is there.
I
Yeah.
get the damn. I
So
need a better
maybe it
scope.
is. So maybe it is a reflection off that rim then.
I think that's what it is. I think it's going to be, and again, when you're talking about the height of that rim, right? So you think about the minting process, and it was a great observation, Silver Wolverine, about that being slightly off center, because again, that's going to change your rim height, right? Because it's going to be thicker in one area, thinner in another, so your metal shifts slightly different against that collar. If you have a really good solid strike, it's dead smack in the middle, and you get that nice even round edge all the way across, you probably have that little halo effect. So I think it's probably going to be, yeah, I think it's just a really
You see
clear
that?
reflective property, and it's going to be, the oh, what do they call the holographic things where it looks like there's an item embedded inside of a piece of metal that has that reflective lens. It's
Yeah,
all done on the depth of the reflective field.
and John Shank makes a good point because I do think the peace dollar is slightly concave. So if the fields are a little concave, then that would also um,
Yeah.
explain
Yep.
why you're seeing a reflection off that rim then.
Yep. And which makes it more inside and not right up against it. And that's why when you look at the other one, that's probably thinner, it's probably not as solid of a strike. That planchet didn't get depressed as much as it should have by the press. And so because that die didn't push down hard enough, it doesn't push the metal out quite as far. And it doesn't have that same level of depth. The rim is not as high. You don't have that same reflective area. So it's not quite as strong of a strike. So do me a favor. I want to look at the hair of Liberty
On
on the piece. Yep, just move to where you can see the hair.
okay.
So another thing that would be good to look for is look at the ones that don't have it in retrospect to the hair here, and I bet you're going to see a lot more finer detail in the hair than you would on the other ones. So I bet you if you take the one that doesn't have it that I have here and you put it next to it. So let's go down a little bit and let's look at the clump of hair just posterior to her eye. And then, yep. So go, perfect right there. Okay. Do you have a camera feature on your microscope?
Yeah, hold on. Let me let me try to let me okay, tell me when the picture or on screen it looks the way you want it. And then I'll hopefully the camera
So go down slightly.
I'm trying to because I need to hold the slab with one hand and then hit the camera with my other.
Yeah. So bring your slab down slightly. No, physically move it.
Okay, it's right now it's sitting flat on the pedestal.
Yeah. So okay, move. No. Make the chin
Uh-huh.
just below the bottom of frame. There you go. Take the picture right there.
Just like that.
Yep. So the area that I'm looking at is posterior to the eye, kind of that deep channel, that first deep channel groove in the hair. What I want to do is I want to look at the other coin real quick and I want to see if it's as pronounced. I'll lay wager that you're not going to see quite as pronounced detail in the hair because the stamp isn't going to be quite as strong. I don't think it's going to be as significant. I think we'll see a little bit looser hair flow. I don't think we'll see quite the detail. And if that's the case, then it just means that rim is referenced to a stronger strike. That's my guess.
It's not letting me take a snapshot.
Does that make sense, Silver Wolverine?
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who are complaining. Well, not a lot of people, but there's one person who I know who's complaining about the peace dollar not having as strong of a strike as the uncirculated, but they may have one of the proof peace dollars that just doesn't have a strong strike.
Yeah, because mine looks really clean now. And Don and I were talking about this at the very, very beginning of the stream. Actually, it was probably just before the stream, if I'm not mistaken. And that was when you flip it over and you look at the details within the eagle, they're just kind of flat. They're there, but they're
Yeah.
just kind of flat. They look like a reproduction or a fake. Like
Now,
they just don't have the great details.
on the uncirculated, they do.
Well, yeah, but on
Yeah.
this one, not so much.
Okay, I'm gonna, for my OBS screen, I'm gonna take a, let me take a clip and then I can send it to you.
Yeah, then we can put them next to each other. My hunch is going to be that the uncirculated one that doesn't have this is going to have a little bit less detail in the hair. And that's going to really kind of, I wouldn't say cement the theory, but kind of add weight to the theory of, I think that ring is going to be resulted of a stronger strike, just a better reflective field, more equal rim, that rim height that's going to be a little bit higher. I think we're just going to see a better obverse strike on that particular set of coins.
Yeah. All right, look, I'm gonna move this and then put the raw one on there.
Yep, no problem. I've got the reference set on my screen.
Okay. So
Oh yeah, so right now you can instantaneously tell. Look at how much less detail is in that hair.
Yeah.
It's
wow, that
night
is
and
obvious.
day.
Yeah.
Night and day.
Wow.
So that kind of adds weight to the theory, right? In that the stronger strike is going to produce it sitting down a little bit more in that area. It's going to produce a little bit higher rim. That solid reflective field is going to have that because it is a little bit concave. It's going to project the light into that field area, and that's why you get that ring. But you look at this, and there is no way in hell the detail in that hair is even close to the other one.
Let me see the other one again.
I'm gonna save this one. Just call this raw.
Not even close. Look, I mean, just look at just posterior to her eye. When he puts the other one back up,
Okay, here we go.
Just look at the detail at that hairline that comes in.
Oh yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Night and day. Night and day. That is by far a much stronger, much more beautiful strike. By far. The other one would probably, if this was a 70, that other one might get a 68. If you're talking about the details of the hair being a key item, it's that much difference. This is by far a much, much better strike.
John Shake is saying, look at the 10th spike all the way down the die chip.
Okay.
Done.
Okay, which way am I going?
To the spikes on the hair.
Okay. The spikes. No. Oh, do I need to move the coin? Are you talking about?
If
right?
you want to see
Yeah,
the
to the
spikes.
top of the head.
The crown. Oh, my bad. Okay. Hey, remember, I'm still new to all this stuff.
Don needs to drink some water.
Yeah, I am dehydrated. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're looking at the 10th one. Just go ahead and lay it flat. It should be fine.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's not going to work. What are we looking for? 10th spike all the way down at the die chip. I don't.
He said count 9 spikes from the left. Oh wait, from the left to the right. So
I don't see a die chip there. I don't see one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't see one. Well, at least not from what I can tell. I can see, I don't know if it's a design element in the hairline. Put your MS-70 one up.
This
Is
is
that
this
it?
is this is the graded one, yeah.
To the
Oh,
left.
Yo fan says left of the E.
Yeah, just left of E. The spike is the one that's just missing the E. If you go down, are you talking about right there at the base of the hair? It's on that spike. I don't see it. I must be missing something. Because this is the MS-70 coin.
Yeah.
3 left of the E. Yeah, I don't see it.
Sorry, guys. Hope not make people motion sick. Actually, somebody told me if you turn it around, maybe that'll help. Look at it upside down.
We need to go to the left on the screen.
My left.
Go to the left on the screen.
Keep going.
Yep. Now go towards the bottom. Take the top of the coin towards the bottom. No, the top of the. There you go. Stop there. Go down. Yep. Stop there.
Okay.
I'm not seeing it. I see a line, but I don't see a die chip. Not on that.
All right. Let me switch to the raw one.
Yeah, I don't see it. But again, it just may be. It may be my eyes. Remember, I only have one good eye, so. Oh, okay, okay. So I see it on this one. So if you're looking at it's big spike, small spike, and then the kind of spike in the background. Yep, it's right there in the middle of that one. I see that one right there. Okay. You see where we're talking about Silver Wolverine?
No. Where's
Okay.
that?
So you see the spike in the middle portion of the E, right? That comes to the center portion of the E.
Yeah, yeah.
If you take the next tall spike and you go down, yep. No, the other way. So if you take the other, no, move that thing out of the way. That doesn't help. Okay.
I'm trying to be helpful, but
So if you go to the second tall spike away from the E, and then you go down inside that third smaller spike, you'll see the
Yeah.
die chip right there. I didn't see this on the other one, but I do see it here.
Okay.
Are you seeing what I'm talking about?
Put your finger back there, Don.
okay. Where am I going?
Put your finger on where the B is.
Oh, okay.
Well, where the
Okay.
E is, right?
No. Just yep. Okay. Now go
Oh.
forward. Go straight. Now stop. Stop right there. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Right there.
Right there.
Oh, right
Yep,
there.
Right
Okay,
there.
yeah. Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. So I see that one.
Okay.
I did not see that on the other one.
There. I'll do a screen capture and send it to you, Frostbite. Hold on.
But it'll definitely be a yeah, I see it. Yeah. I didn't see it on the other one, but I see that one. Okay, cool. Now I know where to look for that. I'll have to look on mine. I don't have my camera up right now, but I'll have to pull it up.
Yeah. I'll email you these pics.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries.
But Silver Wolverine, that was a really good call on the off center strike. I did not notice that.
Raw.
Yeah. Well,
What's that called? The die chip?
The only reason
Nice.
why is because most United States Mint coins have it. I mean, not all their. I mean, you have to really look for one that doesn't have off center striking, especially when it comes to their Liberty medals. But since Nick is in here now, I'm not sure how long she's been in here, but so if you saw my video the other day, Nick, where I was talking about that line or that ring that's on my coin, it looks like that's actually a reflection, is what we're thinking now, from the rim of the coin. But some coins have off center striking or finning and thinner rims. So the ones that have the thinner rims because of the offset or striking may not have that. Because John was showing a proof 70 that has the same thing.
Oh, you want to show it again? I can bring it back
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
that?
and again, I think it when you're looking at it, this is my thing, okay? And I feel bad if this is going to actually be the truth. And that is everybody who sent this back is actually sending back a really good coin.
Well, because people were telling me that they were sending theirs back
Yeah.
long before I even had my coin.
Yeah.
And
So
when
this would be
and people were sending them back and reporting that, somebody was saying that they thought it was like a suction cup thing that was causing that, which I'm not sure what kind of suction cup they're talking about. But you can see it. But
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was on the raw one that had the thin wall. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know where in the proof. I don't know the minting aspect. I get, but the proof, quality control, handling, and all the individual stamping that they do.
There you go.
I
How's
don't
that?
get. I don't get the proof. I
let
don't
me
understand
bring
the
up the
full
big
aspect
screen.
of the proof portion of that.
yeah,
So I can't talk to what they could have done or what they might have done. I can't speak to that. I'm not that steep in knowledge yet. But yeah, see, right now we're not seeing anything because the lighting just shows up as a beautiful black deep.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show that you can see where it's
Oh, the
it's
rim.
thin
The
here
rim.
and it's
thinner.
thicker
Yeah,
here.
gotcha.
Yeah. This coin definitely has the major finning or the off center striking
Yeah.
towards the right of that coin. It's much thinner than on the bottom. And then if you turn that more to the left, John, towards the left of the coin,
My left.
turn it to so that it rotates. Yeah, keep going that way.
This way?
Yeah, that way.
Counterclockwise.
Yeah, and then you'll see how it gets thinner near the top. So it's got the finning on the top, and then it also has the finning. And it even keep going that way. Yeah, that way.
The thinnest part is by the Y.
Thinner, and it's even thinner over there by the Y. And so towards that, from the top all the way around that way, it's got that major finning on it.
Yeah, the thinnest point is the right hand side of the T.
There you go.
That is the thinnest point on the top of the coin.
Yeah.
And if you take that directly across, you're going to see the thickest point on the rim.
Yeah. So compared to the T in Liberty versus the last T in Trust.
Yeah, that was a great catch, Silver Wolverine.
Yeah. Good catch, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to relook at mine now. I'm gonna have to because I already packaged mine back up in the box to send it back.
Well, so here's the thing. So now we have a couple pictures, and maybe I'll work with Don afterwards to get some good quality photos.
Yeah, I'll take a snapshot of this too.
Yeah, so I think what's going to be really important is to teach people, and this is probably another video, is to teach people that the one thing you're going to want to look at is you're going to want to look at the thickness of the rim. You're going to want to make sure it's thick all the way around. If you don't see the thickness of if you don't see that all the way around and you don't have that ring, we can pretty much tell you why. Whereas if it's that same thickness all the way around, it's nice, clean, it's got that crisp edge, and you have that, look at the quality of the stamping in her hair, just posterior to the eye. And you're going to look for that nice, deep quality hairline. Because if you go up to the hairline now, right, with this coin, this is the raw coin.
Mm-hmm.
It just does not have the detail. It just is not there.
Hey, John, can you show again so Nick can see the difference in the hair on each of those coins? One that has the deeper strike and the one that has a weaker strike.
Okay, yeah.
So Nick, look at the hair on the the device by like the eye, like on like by the forehead, how it's barely showing. Now show the other one.
Okay.
You see how that's got a better, so I mean that here is more defined. And that's on your 70, right?
This is the graded one. That's the 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull this up. So what I want you to do is I want you to, okay, so I just made, can you take that from being the primary and can you put us back onto where we're all on panel, including this particular screen share? Put them to where they're all the same. Because you can kind of see mine there on the left. There you go. Okay. So if you'll position your coin to match the position of mine. Perfect. Okay, so let me shift the position of this coin to match the same position. So you're looking at the same area. So there we go. The coins are set in the same basic strategy. The one on the left is the MS-70. Is that correct?
Yep.
And the one on the right is my raw coin. So what I want you to look at is I want you to look at the area just posterior to the eye, that first little whiff of hair that drops. Don't move your coin. Leave the coin alone.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I don't mean to be snotty or whatever. But if you look at that area, so on my coin, let me do this. On my coin, we're talking about right here. Okay.
Yep.
This is where I want you to be looking at. Okay. You're going to see some details. If you look at the hair, right, the quality in the other coin is so much cleaner. If you come down here and you look at the details in this area, the other coin is so much cleaner. But if you look at that area, that's going to be the telltale. You just do not have that deep reflective property that you have in the other one. That's the MS-70.
Also, if you look at the one that's the MS-70, like over by like right across from the eyebrow, or the forehead, like right next to the forehead, you can also see a lot more detail on the MS-70 there too than on the one on the right.
Yeah, no, I shifted my lighting position the best that I can to show how deep that area is. And again, when you look at it, you can just see such amazing detail in that hair area. Now, if you look at the bottom of this coin, right through here, let me put this back out. If you look right here in this area here, this, right, you see how soft that looks in retrospect to the other one? Right? Look at this area down here, okay? Look at the three little spindles of hair that come down. See how clean they are on Don's coin? Look at how soft and matty and flat they are on this. So my coin, this coin right here, definitely wouldn't come back as a 60, probably 68 would be my guess. But when you're looking at that quality, when you're looking at the detail, those are going to be some specific items that you want to look for. I want to get a really, really good picture of the one that Don has and do a quick video on these. I think Silver Wolverine, it'd be good if you do the same. Don, it'll probably be if you do the same. And let's get that out there and say, this is what you want to reference. This is what you want to compare it to. Now, I'm sure they already have NGC probably already has the high resolution photos on there, right?
For this graded one, yeah.
What is the NGC?
Let me take a screenshot of what we got here.
And all I want to do is I want to pull this up. NGC coin. Give me your if you want to put.
No, I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up.
Okay. He's like, quit being so bossy, damn it.
My channel, my live stream.
I'm not trying to take it over. I'm helping you out, brother.
No, it's all good. I'm having fun with you guys. Okay, let me switch to a browser. Let's see. I need to bring one moment. Let me put this over on the bigger screen so hopefully it'll show up. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah,
I'll
but
be there
I'm
just a sec.
definitely going to have to put out something tomorrow sometime about this because I put out a video on Saturday saying I was going to send mine back because of the fact that I probably have a pretty good coin.
So Silver Wolverine, do you have your coin scope connected?
I don't even have a coin scope, so I can, but I'm going to have to. In fact, I don't have my coins even on me right now.
Well, sounds like Silver Wolverine's going to collaborate with the guy who enjoys Star Wars.
Are you a Star Trek fan?
I'm not any sci-fi fan.
Yeah, okay.
Well, let me first add it to my registry. Ta-da.
Yeah, Nick, there is data on how many are coming back 70s. Well, I take that. Well, there's some on the proof, but the proof has mostly 70s, but those were mostly early graded by the dealers who were able to send those in early. The uncirculated, on the other hand, had a lot of 70s. I believe there was 40. Because I just looked at it before, just a couple hours ago. The 70s right now on the uncirculated, I believe it was NGC, was 38,000 for, I believe, the peace dollar, around 40,000 for the Morgan. And just about a week ago, there was no or very little 69s. Now there's 1,500 69s.
Okay, what did you want to see? Just the coin from the digital photo?
Yeah, bring up the NGC listing of your coin.
Yeah. Let me switch. I need to go here. And then
All right, because what that's going to do, yeah, that's going to provide us really good. Can you zoom in?
Where's that from?
oh, that's right off of NGC's website.
Oh, because you can see that line on this right there.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. Oh, look at that. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec.
You can see that ring right there on NGC's website.
Can you see it?
Yeah, and so this goes back to what we were saying regarding the proof, the strike.
Oh, wow.
Right?
You can really see it.
Yeah, and that's going to be a
Man.
reflective field. So
Yeah.
if you go back up to the hairline in this particular one.
Okay. Tell me when to stop.
Okay, so go ahead and stop. All right, so what I want you to, so if you look at the details, Don's coin is actually a little bit better than this one in the fact that he's got a little bit more detail in the bottom end from what I can see. And I mean, this is a much higher resolution photo, so you can see more. But if you look just at the quality of the hair, especially in that area behind the lower ridge. So if you go to that, you can't see this in this particular photo because you can't see that there's a trough in her hair about if from on the screen, depending upon how far you weigh, about where his hand is. There's that little trough. No, go forward. Go to your left.
My left.
A little more and go down just a slightly. There you go, right there. So there's a little trough that sits right there in her hair. And if you go straight down, you look at the detail that's in that section right through there. In mine, it's way muted. You can see it's there, but you just can't see that clean quality. It's not nearly as crisp as the Proof 70 that
Hey, I got
Don
a
has.
question for you guys. Let me bring this over. What's that?
There's that die chip.
What's that right there?
Yep.
Is that the same die chip or whatever it's called.
Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah, this is the back. I can't zoom in any further because this is off of OGC's website. But
So
yeah,
we need to find out who sent these coins in.
ugh.
Sorry.
Isn't that crazy? Huh. It's on my. It's on the graded one. Oh wow, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, you want a picture of that too? Might as well.
I have this picture.
Oh, okay, you grabbed
Yep.
it. Okay,
I have this picture. So
okay. Cool.
I actually just wanted to see the one of your coin. That's why I wanted to see, but it's all good. No worries.
Yeah.
Well, fun, Don. This was a great conversation.
Yeah, this was a great show. Really appreciate you, Frostbite, and of course the Silver Wolverine for coming up because
Yeah. See, and I mean, there's a lot of people who bought like 25 coins, and a lot of people have already said, even before I even received my coins, that a lot of people were sending them back, but they might have been sending back the wrong one.
Yeah, exactly. They might have been sending back the wrong coin.
So,
Mm-mm-mm.
so what does that mean? I should send my graded one back?
That means you should not be reactive
Yeah.
and get with somebody who really understands and have a discussion with people who understand the minting process really, really
Yeah.
well before you make rash decisions.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, exactly. Yeah. Oh, look. It's a 70. It's in my registry set. It's good. And if I have this error, flaw, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, that's just something to add to the story of the whole collection and all that
Well, and
jazz. So
where your audience,
I'm not turning in the raw. I'm keeping my raw. I'm keeping that graded slab. I'm good. It's
but
just
where
this
your
is
aud-
great
yeah,
that it's great that we could present this to everybody and stuff.
but where your audience benefited, Don, is the fact you have both of them. You were able to show them the difference between the two, and that's why the audience is going to leave here with more knowledge. Is
Well,
that you actually had both of them?
Well, I need. I'm just going to self promote here. So, Mr. Wolverine and Frostbite, if you guys want to do a live stream or do a recording, I can bring both of these up and we can talk through it again, and you guys can post it on your channel and stuff.
I would love. I think that's a good idea, Silver Wolverine. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, and also because you also bought the Go Liberty too, right, John? Don?
Yep.
You look at your Go Liberty. Do you have it yet?
Yeah. No. I just got it
Because that is
Saturday.
probably you're going to be lucky if that one doesn't have major finning on it.
Oh, okay. Just give me talk amongst yourselves, and I'll let me open the
Oh,
box
so
because I just got it yesterday.
Really? Okay. Yeah. You know what? I got mine yesterday too, but I didn't have time to take it out. I didn't unbox it yet, so I haven't looked at it. But those usually, the majority of them usually have the major off center striking. And what happens is, I believe when they're minting the coin, or when the gold is in the mold, so some of the gold is going more to the one side versus the other side, and it's setting in the mold uneven. I believe that's how that sort of works too, from my understanding.
Carefully.
So, Silver Wolverine, I don't know why, but I was not subscribed to your channel, but I am now.
Oh, I was for the longest time, and he started harassing me about Star Wars. So I said, I'm going to unsubscribe, and I did.
I thought he was joking about that, but apparently he was serious.
Nope, I was unsubscribed, and then I resubscribed what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and then but I forgot to hit the bell thing, so I missed your video on this Halo thing. So
yeah, I've liked and commented and hit the bell, so mine will stick as well. But very cool. I did not realize that I wasn't. I thought I had subscribed to you a long time ago, but apparently it's one of those things where I probably didn't comment and it fell off.
it is. Do-do-do. Don't fall out. There it is. Da-da-da. Okay, now let's gently pull it out. Pull it out. Okay.
That's what she said.
Okay. Oh, good. It's sealed in there, so capsule still. All right, what are we going to look at?
Yeah, so let's look at, can you put the full
Oh, yeah, full
view on
screen.
there?
Okay.
Can you zoom out a little bit or no?
No, this is as far as I can
Oh.
get. I'm sorry.
Okay, so can you go to the rim so we can see part of the rim?
Yeah.
And can you just go around? I just want to see if it has a major thinner part on there.
Yeah, it looks pretty even. That looks really even, actually.
Hope I don't give my motion sickness. Sorry.
Yeah, that is looking so far pretty even.
Yeah, that's pretty even all the way around. That's a that's a good one.
Which is odd because most of those don't. Well, is it thinner at the bottom there a little bit? No.
Uh,
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell.
maybe very, very slightly there in that kind of lower left-hand side.
Yeah, where the kind of like where the roots are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it may just be the image. It's kind of that you know,
Right.
your eye sees what it wants to see type thing.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good all the way around.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. If it is, it doesn't look like it's major, but you can tell a lot better. I went and put it on there, but if you take it out of the capsule, and you just hold it by the rim, you know, off camera or whatever, you can really tell. But I think right there at the top, I think that's going to be your thinner part a little bit right there by the like you said, the is that the top of the tree or is that the bottom?
Just the bottom.
Yeah, that's the bottom of the tree.
Yeah, it's the bottom of the tree. It
By
just
the
seems
roots, like you
it just
said.
seems to me like right in here seems slightly thinner than what we have up here.
Yep.
That's
Very
just
slight, but not like what he's talking about. Some of them almost look like they don't have a rim.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, this isn't as bad as the what we saw before on the piece.
Right.
Cool, huh?
And that coin, by the way, according to the U.S. Mint sales, because I showed something on that a couple of days ago. So far, out of 12,500, they only sold, I think it was 8,800 of them. But it's also back available on the Mint website, where for about a good, I think almost a week or at least 4 days, it was not available, but now it's back available again.
Yeah, it seems like right. Careful. Yeah, right here where the roots are.
Yeah. I think that's definitely your thinnest part of the
That's
coin,
the
but
thinnest
it
part.
doesn't look.
Because I'm comparing it up to here, and then you
Yeah.
can see from the root, and then coming back up this way, it does slowly, increase in size. But it's slight, but it's not like well pronounced like we saw on the.
Well, and some of that may not be
Some
of that may not be rim thickness. Some of that might be the amount of material that isn't getting pushed to the rim because there's
that's true, because that's a lot. There's a lot of detail right there.
right. So it's not necessarily that it's an off center strike, because if you go look at the rest of the rim, it's pretty uniform all the way around.
Yeah,
it is.
I think the reason that is a little bit different, that's probably, if you look at the design element, that's probably actually part of the design element, because there's so much material at the bottom of that particular coin. It's only in that one very small area.
Yeah.
But if you pull that back, it's not. So most likely it's a design
That could
area,
be.
not an off center rim strike.
Yeah.
That could be true.
Although that little area leave it, don't move it at all. That
Nope.
little area by the EH looks like somebody's buried in the roots screaming.
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
It does.
You're right. That does look sick.
Just saying, you know.
It does look like a face there. Oh my gosh.
It does.
It's like Voldemort.
Oh,
right?
wait. I'm taking a screenshot. I'm taking a screen. That is so funny.
I was like, oh my God, he's buried in the roots. What's the do you guys remember
There you go.
oh, son of a gun? What's that Game of Thrones? Remember the raven that was a part of the tree in the final few episodes before that kid became the raven, three-eyed raven? They met the old man that was in the embedded in the tree. So anyway, sorry.
Oh no. No, I'm
Weird
trying to
stuff.
save the screenshot here. I think that's cool. We call it the dead man on the gold coin. Dead dude on Liberty Gold.
So now what you need is some really good acting skills to be like, oh my God, I just found a dead dude on a gold coin. Yeah.
Shh. SW's gonna steal that from me. I need to make a short, and I just here. Thank you for the idea. So I need to make a short out of that.
Hold on, I just got Silver Wolverine notification video about dead men on gold coin.
Yeah, you do that, and I'm going to leave you one hell of a comment there, Mr. SW. I'm messing with you, brother. It's all
Well,
good.
gentlemen, this has been fun.
Oh, this is great. Hey, thanks for coming on. I know you were, you had stuff you needed to get done around the house and everything, but I really do appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah, no, I just had to cut the grass because I didn't have time to do it. And the trash day's tomorrow, so I had to hurry up and get it done.
Yeah, this is wicked cool. We got to learn something.
It's nice that yours is on Monday right after the weekend. I have to wait till Thursday.
Yeah.
Cool. Man, that was fun. I'm glad. Yeah, that worked out great, guys. Really, thank you.
Yeah, great episode, Don.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if either one of you guys want to do like a little collab thing, or I know Frostbite, you got I guess StreamYard or Livestream or StreamYard account, right? We could pretty much do this again, and we'll do it on your channel.
Yep, I got
Yeah.
StreamYard, OBS, Streamlabs,
Yeah.
whatever we need to do.
And then SW, if you want to do something, let me know or whatever.
Yeah.
I could just send you those pics if you like.
Just make sure you give me a little bit of credit, okay, buddy?
Okay.
Come on. Help out a brother grow his channel.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a community post after here. Unfortunately, I don't have my coins with me, so I can't. But I'm gonna have to do something tomorrow so people stop sending, I guess, the good coins back.
So what I can do, if you want me to, Silver Wolverine, is because I've got Don, you're going to send me those images.
Yeah, I can do that.
I can throw together a quick collage and then tag you both in it, and you can just repost it on your own community pages and say, hey, hey, we took it. Here's the discussion. Come to Don's page, watch between such and such and such and such. We'll see exactly what's going on. We can give it back to Don, right? Give him the time back. But just make something that says, hey, if you see this, you may want to reconsider sending it back. Here's some things that you need to look for. We talked about this on this live stream. Go see Department of Numismatics. Check this out. We have this discussion. Watch Silver Wolverine, Don, and Frostbite discuss the
what?
23 piece dollar. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we'll drop your name first because you have like 10 times the subscribers we all do. So, or 10,000 times the subscribers I do. So,
it's only because I talk about the 2021 Morgan so much.
No, but this was a lot of fun. I think it's really good. But if you want me to, I can throw a short together, tag you and Don in it, and then you guys can put that out. But I will refer back to the stream. So I will get the stream markers and say, go look at such and such time.
Yep.
And then you guys can go ahead and send that back, and then people can come to this video and watch it. This should really boost Don's views on this particular video.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
I need the help.
Well, but it's about collaboration, right? This is where we discussed it. This is where we found out most likely what the situation is, and this is where we need to send people. Not to say that you can't do something on your own, Silver Wolverine, but
Well, I'm not an expert. That's why I'm grateful. You know, you're here, Frostbite, and definitely, you know, Wolverine, because this is his lane. You know. So I'm really grateful to be able to come up on here, and I think that's all the raw. I mean, when you see him, you'll know that you'll know it's the graded versus the raw. You know what you're looking at.
so Silver Wolverine, are you good with that? Don, are you good with that?
Yeah. Yep.
No, that's great. No.
Okay.
That's
Well,
cool.
I'm making a suggestion. I don't want to take it and run it.
No, it's cool.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll do a post about it. The unfortunate thing is that most people don't want to look at posts. At least they don't look at mine. If I do a video, it's going to reach, you know, a lot of people, but a post only reaches like, you know, a certain amount, or at least, or maybe people just ignore my post. I don't know, but.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well, I'll hold on. Let me go back to that email, and I'll forward you those pictures too, SW. And then, because that way you can make the video too, right? Off the pic. Okay. And then forward.
Yeah, and I'll send you Silver Wolverine, will you put your email in private chat?
Yeah.
And then I'll send you the timestamps so you have all the information that you need to make yours.
Okay.
I got the email done.
Okay, I just sent it to you, SW.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. See, this is exactly no. This is great, because this is what we should do as a community. This is collaboration.
Yeah, no, John. John, I'm talking about the community post. I'm saying that the community posts don't get as much reach as videos do. That's what I was referring to.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. For sure. But yeah, you should have that in your inbox. The same pictures I sent Frostbite. So
okay.
Yep. Go make some good content, and I'll actually watch it and leave a comment.
Okay,
yeah, your comment will be, go watch my video. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so now you have the notification bell hit.
Yep. Yep. So you don't talk about Star Wars. You don't talk bad about Star Wars. You know what? It's so funny because Can Collectibles, he just got a sponsorship or whatever with New Zealand Mint.
Yeah, I ignored that one. I didn't leave a comment on it.
Yeah, all the business I've given him. But congratulations to Can. You well deserved.
Oh, yeah.
That's really cool. I didn't hear that.
For him though. You know, good for him.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. And I am.
I was going to leave a comment, but I decided not to, because the comment that I was leaving, I just deleted it.
It was not kind.
Well, I mean, it was not mean towards him. It was not kind towards Star Wars.
Yeah, this stuff. Yeah, this is the stuff SW don't like.
So, but how about Star Wars? What about that, SW? Does that, Star Wars do anything for you, or no interest? No sci-fi?
Star Wars.
So what is
Star
your
Trek.
version to Star Wars?
Star Trek.
What's that?
What is your version to Star Wars?
What do I not like about it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just not a sci-fi movie type of person. I mean, like Star Trek, I don't get into that, like space stuff and all that kind of, just not my thing. I mean, the closest thing to sci-fi that I like is Back to the Future, and I'm not even sure you consider that sci-fi.
Oh, speaking of which, I heard a rumor that apparently You know how Hollywood is. They can't create anything new. They're going to reboot Back to the Future.
Yeah, but they've been talking about that for a long time, and everybody on there keeps denying it, saying it's not never going to happen. In fact, the guy who played Biff, he said with the strongest that it's not going to happen.
Well, I mean, well, with the new, I mean, the original cast, and I don't know, it's reboot as an all new actors.
Oh, all new. Yeah. See, those
like they did Star Trek, with Christopher Pine and everybody,
Yeah, see, those in my opinion never do well. I want to watch it.
So the Star Trek one I really did like. I really liked the new one where they were the younger kids, kind of parody, real action, but it's still parody.
I mean, of course, Michael J. Fox probably couldn't do it, but I mean, nobody can. And I mean, with Christopher Lloyd, nobody can reproduce what they did. At least not good enough.
So Don, I actually met Michael J. Fox.
Oh, really?
And got his autograph. Let me see if I can find that.
That's awesome.
Where is? Let me find
bring it up so I can see it.
All right, can you see that? No, hold on. Let me
with the green screen.
Yeah, goofy thing. Well, you're going to see my green screen. Hold on just a sec. And you'll see my funky chair. All right. Can you see that?
Yeah, sort of. It's a little.
Move over to the center of your camera a little bit. There you go. Hold it right there.
Now we can see it. Yeah, I can see that.
Yep. It's crazy.
It's just wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, they don't need to reboot. That whole trilogy is a classic. They don't need to touch that.
No. And I mean, most I wouldn't watch it.
They redid Red Dawn, and I was like, really? Oh, it was awful.
It was terrible. Red Dawn was terrible.
Yeah, Hollywood needs to come up with new ideas and not keep on remaking classics.
Yeah, like how many Spider-Mans do we need?
How many Batmans do we need?
Yeah, good God.
Well, at least I'll give Disney some credit, at least with the Marvel universe. They got the whole gambit of X-Men. But is that really original storytelling? In essence, they're just taking the basic script, from the comic book and then tweaking it and then putting it on the big screen with computer graphics. But in essence, it's the same story.
See, and most people disagree with me, and that's going to probably be the same when I say this here, is the best Batman, the best character, or the best person who played Batman in all the Batman movies, in my opinion, is Michael Keaton.
Yes. Yep. And apparently, go out there and look. There's a teaser out there. They're making another Batman movie, but Michael Keaton reprises. It's like Batman Next Generation kind of thing. But Michael Keaton is going to be in it.
But I mean, everybody else is saying Val Kilmer and
I like Val Kilmer, but he did not make a good Batman.
And the best Joker is Jack Nicklaus or Nicholson. Which one is he? Not the golfer, the other one, the actor.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, that.
But okay, but in defense of Hollywood, the sequel to Top Gun was awesome. They did a really good job. I mean, there's some.
I like Top Gun. The second Top Gun, that was pretty good.
The second Top Gun was really good.
I would love to have seen the dude Joaquin Phoenix, the dude who played Joker in was it the movie Joker?
Yeah, I think
Right?
yeah. Mhm.
See him play next to Michael Keaton in that kind of dark, twisted, deep role, because the scariest Joker was him. I mean, that movie, I left that movie going, damn. It was a good movie, but I wasn't like, that was a good movie. I was like, damn,
Well, hey guys, it's
crazy.
yeah, we hit the 2 hour point here, and folks are starting to I think call it a night. So let's call it a night here. This
Yep, yep.
this has been a great stream. I appreciate both of you, Frostbite and Civil War Reese. Thank you for being on here. It was awesome to be able to collaborate together and have the ability to actually show a raw versus a graded coin and look at all the stuff we learned and picked up and everything. So this is a really awesome live stream. So thank you both for being here. I really, really appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks for having me up here, and I'm glad we got to the bottom, or at least think that we got to the bottom of what I thought was a problem, and it's not really a problem. And well, I definitely gotta have to point that out.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So,
great conversation. The collaboration on this was amazing. So thanks again for having me up.
oh
All right,
yeah,
thanks,
Th-
guys.
this- yeah, we do this again, definitely. And I think that's it. Oh, sorry. Oh, oh, hey, SW, give us your parting outro.
I don't have one.
Okay, bye. Okay, Frostbite, give us if you got an exit outro.
I can't beat
hit-
his. There's no way. I don't have one. See ya. No.
Okay. All right. So here's mine, and I haven't said it in a while, so y'all are going to get the full board. So remember, the first law of thermodynamics is also the the law of conservation of energy. States that energy is neither created nor destroyed; rather, it's altered in form. Therefore, transform your energy into a force for good.